Greetings to the Gambian people and greetings to all of Africa by extension. Today marks a brand new edition of the program, the Educational Platform. This is a platform that is meant to speak on different subject areas like English language proficiency, as well as business management, leadership and governance, as well as other disciplines. So today I'm going to speak to you on a business management topic that has to do with what I call the types of customers. And I remain Tony Michael Howard, who is tasked with the responsibility of inspiring you to higher heights. This program comes with on Symbiance VIP Magazine, VIP TV, your best media house in this part of the continent, the Gambia. The guy says I'm going to speak to you on what I call the types of customers. Of course, we all know that the mentality of an average business person is to maximize profit. But in our pursuit of the maximization of profits, have we ever thought of our various type of customers what we're going to deal with? It is important that as you have the zest and quest of making profits, like Chino and Achebe says, like I always say, that a chick that will grow into a cock, that is a baby chicken, a chick that will grow into a cock can be known at the very day it hatches from eggs. That is to say, a business that is expected to boom in the future, a business that is expected to grow to higher heights, a business that is expected to maximize the zenith of profit, starts at the infancy level, starts at the developing level of that business. And if it starts at the infancy level, then it means the management must be concerned with the various types of customers that they wish to deal with. And in business management, there are three types of customers. What are the three types of customers? The first one is the internal customers of the business. Who do we refer to as the internal customers of a business? The internal customers of business has to do with those that are connected to that business, those that are attached to the day-to-day activities of that very business, the day-to-day running of that business. They are the ones that are termed as the internal customers of the business. We're talking about the cleaner. We're talking about the secretary. We're talking about the general manager. We're talking about the CEO. We're talking about the tellers in the bank. We're talking about everyone that has something connected to the business, those that are involved in the running, the day-to-day affairs of that very establishment. They are referred to as the internal customer, the in-house people. That is the reason why if you work with AfriCell in the Gambia, you have no right at any point in time to wear a t-shirt that belongs to QCell. That is absolutely wrong. That means you haven't shown loyalty to your business. And if you don't show loyalty to your business, guess what? You can be sacked. So how does a business expect to offer excellent service delivery in the absence of the in-house or in the absence of the internal audience holding together? The internal customers are otherwise known as the internal audience of the business. We say that a house that divides against itself is bound to fall. The only way that house can be successfully built, that is if those that are found within that house can hold together as a team spirit. So, from the cleaner to the secretary, to the general manager, to the assistant general manager, to the human resource personnel, to production manager, to whoever is connected in the business, we all have individual responsibility. It is our individual responsibility that combines together and give us the collective goal of the business. And if one aspect of the business, if one aspect of the internal audience has a fault, it has a negative result and effect on the overall result. If the production team is not well motivated, they won't be able to produce properly. If the marketing team is not well motivated, if their rights are not respected, if they are not valued in that business, they won't be able to market properly. If there is no cordial working relationship between the workforce and the owners of the business, you don't have a democratic space where the staff in that business, their opinion merits consideration, then you don't have a business that is ready to offer quality service. So it is very important going forward as businesses that we realize that the internal customers of the business have a very vital role in the growth and development of that business. You can have a massive external audience or customers, But if you do not have an excellent working relationship, if you don't have very good staff who have the right character, who have the right competence and the capacity to produce quality service, you can't attract good customers. So we'll talk about the internal customers being very valuable. They are the ones that are attached to the everyday running of that business. They must be respected. They must be valued. They must be of competence. They must be of character. They must have a capacity. And they must be loved. They must be appreciated. They must be respected by all and sundry in that very working environment if you expect to grow to higher height. It is only when you have a strong workforce, it's only when you have people with due diligence, people who are committed, people who are valued, people whose rights are respected, people whose opinions merit consideration, that they will be able to combine their individual efforts into the overall target of the business. That's for the internal audience, or the internal customers of the business. What's the second category of customers? The second category of customers has to do with the external customers. Now, these are the epic center of your business. The external customers are people who come to buy your products, are people who spend the money to pay for your service or services. And we say that in basic business principle, the customer is never wrong. The customer is always right. We must come to the realization that the customer remains the epic center of our business, that we cannot succeed if we do not value our external customers, that we cannot maximize profits until we value the opinions of our customers, that we cannot make profits until we listen to the crying, the yearning, should I say the complaints of our external customers, because these are people who bring the money into our shop to buy our used clothes, to buy our used cars, whatever business you're into, whether it is ebe you are selling, or cola nuts, or bitter cola, or whatever petty trading you are into. It is the external customer's responsibility to purchase a business. And if you do not have a cordial working relationship that is based on facts and logic, you don't advertise products beyond the service or services the product actually offers. Everything you say in the public city, on the media, or whatever, about the kind of services you offer must be in accordance with the very products that you're selling. Must be the very service that the product can be able to offer. But if you lie to your customer that, oh, we're selling toothpaste in our shop. If you buy this toothpaste now, as you put it on your teeth, it glitters your teeth, it shines your teeth. And when the customer put that toothpaste on a toothbrush and puts it in the mouth, it smells profusely. It doesn't even clean their teeth. What have you done? You've given them the initial reason to come and buy your product, but once they will have used it for the first time, they have no reason to come to your business. And we say, when money is lost, nothing is lost. But once character is lost, all is lost. If one customer carries a bad news about your business, that business is a standing invitation to decline. That is the reason why top banking institutions, organizations, and private institutions, they have no fear in losing all the staff than to lose one customer. I repeat, top business institutions have no fear of losing all the staff because you always have people with the right certificates overqualified to do the same kind of job that a particular staff does not want to offer. But getting a customer is not easy. It is in fact easier to retain old customers than to acquire new ones. So if you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10 customers as your external customers, you have to do everything possible within your capacity to maintain these customers. And how do you successfully maintain your customers? One is through what we call loyalty. Loyalty in terms of factual information regarding the services you offer. You have to be a respecter of time. If you sew in a clothes, you are a tailor in a shop, and somebody brought the materials to you, and the person asks you, when can I receive it? You say, okay, you can pick your clothes on Friday, 10 a.m. If the customer comes Friday, 10 a.m., that material must be available. You can't be giving your customer stories. When you give a customer stories 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, that is if it even reaches 5 times, the customer has option because there are always different tailor shops that can sew different materials. So when you're working as a business person, as a tailor, as a shop owner or something, do not lie to your customers. If you know you cannot be able to deliver in 2 days, don't tell the customer that you're going to give them the material in 2 days when you know very well it is impossible. It is better you tell them 4 or 5 days and you deliver ahead of time than to tell them 2 or 3 days and you delivering after 1 week. That is a lie. And we say you do not have a second time to correct a wrong first impression. When somebody visits your business for the first time, They listen to how you talk. They listen to your manners. They see your conversational skill. They see your marketing skill. They see your product and services. If you give them Aspire products today for the first time, they are not going to come to your shop. If they enter your barbing salon and you barb their hair, you took almost 1 hour and you still design rubbish on their hair, so to speak, especially for the word rubbish, but that is it. You barb their hair and it's not well designed, it's not well carved, and so to speak. They are not coming to your barbing salon tomorrow. They enter your tailor shop to sew their clothes and you sew the materials. It can't even pass their waist and you actually took the measurement prior to you sewing the clothes. They are not coming to your tailor shop anymore. They came to your shop to buy the product and you insulted them for the first time. You didn't speak to them nicely. They are not coming to your shop anymore. They enter your supermarket, your staff are sleeping behind the desk, they lack the customer service, they enter your boutique to buy your clothes, and you don't have manners, you don't communicate properly. They are not coming to your shop anymore. Why? Because they have options of shop that do the same business. That's why we say you do not have a second time to correct a wrong first impression. You must listen to your complaints of the clients. You must listen to what their comments are, what they do not want. Maybe you are not a respecter of time. Maybe you don't respect their complaints. Once these issues are found in the body, hearts, and souls of the external customers, it serves as a factor for them to carry that information to the larger public. So people who have the impression that that business does not offer quality service. People who have been to your shop before, that they notice that you are rude, you don't know how to talk to your customers. Once they have the experience and they communicate it to outsiders out there, your business is declining in the shortest possible time. No matter how prayerful you are, no matter how Christian you are, no matter how Muslim you are, if you do not obey basic business principles, you are heading for a decline, an unimaginable decline, that you may not have the time to even pump up anymore. That is how far our external customers, those who pump in the money in our business, those who buy our commodities, those who pay for our services, that is how valuable they should be in our eyes. We say the customers is always right, and they are the epic center of any business. You must be afraid of the customers more than you should be afraid of your immediate bosses. When we say you should be afraid of the customers, it has to do with your service delivery. It must be excellent. It must be successful. It must be great. It must be decent. It must be cordial. It must be based on facts and logic. You must not lie to them. You must not cheat them. You must not fool them. You must not take money from them based on reasons that are not justified. Whatever service, whatever product you sell to them, the money they pay must be commensurate with the kind of service or the kind of products that you offer. In the absence of that, you're going to lose your external customers in no time because they have options. And that is how you rise in the midst of competitors. If you are very, very successful, if you are very adequate, if you are at the height of excellent service delivery. The third category of customer has to do with the potential, or what we call would-be customers. These are people who come to your shop and they didn't buy anything. They just ask for sometimes they come in the form of our window shopping. They ask for your product or services. They haven't been there before. They haven't purchased anything from you. But the way you treat your current external customers is a wake-up call to your potential customers. Because somebody who has seen a Michael Howard enter your boutique before to buy a jeans trouser and say, "Hey, Michael, you've been in that shop before. What are the prices of the jeans trousers?" And I say, "Hey, don't even bother. The girl who sells in that shop, she's very rude. And the jeans trousers are not of quality. Don't even bother." That person who had a mentality to come to your business is no longer coming there. Why? Because an existing external customer that had been there before has told that would-be or potential customer that your service is not decent, you lack manners, and the product you sell is not even of quality, so they're not coming there. So what do you need to do? For you to be able to buy your potential customer successfully, you must be a respecter of your external customers, not only in excellent service delivery, but in your manners, in your good conduct, in your commission as well. If they complain about the food you sell in a restaurant, like it is not nice and it doesn't come on time, calculate the time, work with your staff and make them to understand that, look, if somebody puts in an order, it is important that we work on it as soon as possible, and it should be well cooked. Or you better explain to the customer why the food has to take 10-15 minutes, because you don't want to make errors in that. Learn to communicate with the customers, because if you lack communication skill, the customer do not understand what you're going through. And if your external customer do not have a good information about your business, then how do you expect potential customers to come? Because it is the external customers that actually bring forth the potential, or should I say, would-be customer. The guy says the would-be customers or potential customers are people who have interest in your business, but they've never bought anything, they've never received your services, they've never had a kind of a transaction with you. But the first time coming to your business to do a window shopping, your manners to them, the products you offer, the services you offer, they're going to see that it is visualized. So what do you need to do? You need to have an excellent working relationship with those that are in-house. That's your employees. There must be a democratic relationship where the opinions of your staff merit consideration, where the concerns of your staff merit consideration, where the problems become your problem. If your staff is not feeling well, you should not be feeling well as the boss. You must call them 24/7 to know why they didn't come to work. You must know what happened to the children if they didn't come to work. If they are not happy at work, it is a binding responsibility to know why they are not happy. Because when you have a well-motivated staff, not based on the monthly financial remuneration, but the concerns that you have for them, if you are like that as a boss, it makes the people zealous. When they come to work in the morning hours, they'll be singing a favorite song. They will be zealous, they will be enthusiastic to put in the level best. Then you see the zenith of productivity. You see the growth and development of that business coming up high. Because once they are well motivated, they're going to market well. When they are well motivated, they're going to produce well. When they are well motivated, they're going to work harder. When they are well motivated, they are going to be mannered. When they are well motivated, they're going to be committed. When they are well motivated, they're going to be strong. They're going to be happy. And once they are happy, somebody say pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. If you are working, you're very happy. You are sinking, you're very fine because your salary comes on time and the boss respects you, they listen to you, they listen to your concerns, they listen to your opinions, you're very happy. You do your work with due diligence, no errors. Then you offer quality service to your external customers, and once your external customers are happy, you retain these people. You do not only retain your external customers, but they also serve as marketers for you. They go out there and talk to other people. Look, send your child to that school. Hey, do your advert with Sembiance VIP magazine or TV. Hey, go to that boutique, go to the Mary owner, go to that shop, go to this place, go to that place. The external customer will speak to potential or would-be customers on how to find your business, even though it is in the remote village of Janjambure, or it's in Tangi, or it's in Fonyi, or Nyomi, or whatever Marakisa, or whatever community you come from in the Gambia. This is Sembiance VIP magazine, VIP TV, and it's a brand new program called The Educational Platform, where we are expected to speak to you on various subjects like English language proficiency, business management like I'm doing right now, and the leadership and governance, and among all of disciplines that we're going to be talking about subsequently. I remain Tony Michael Howard, tasked with the responsibility of inspiring and motivating the current generation of young Africans in the actualization of their respective dreams and preaching a message of peace and national unity, as well as revitalizing the Africanization policy that speaks about good governance, social justice, democracy, human rights, and most importantly, the African unity. Huge salute to South Africa, to the KwaZulu people who say to you, Sanibonani Nzamzi, Ngeya Nimbingelela. To the Gambian people who say, Abaraka Bakir, Jirejef, Tamalamuna Fati, Tamalamusa Fatisi, Adonabi. To the rest of our French speaking African who say, Merci, Merci, Don Ezabosi, Popote. To Sierra Leone people who say, Unakushit, dear. Thank you very much. Dial one name in the Igbo language here, if you like, for us. Bye-bye.